BigaTEN, BigaTEN, BigaTEN. Kahit saan pa ibalaw, BigaTEN, BigaTEN. Pagpadaan sa lokasyon, maulong na maangkong BigaTEN, BigaTEN. Definitely living now for the Lord is there, and now we're always here to serve you no matter how. Pangarap natin abutin, pagsisikapan nating kamtin, kalidad na edukasyon para sa bata, para sa bansa. Kauban, kasaligan, kadampan, kadeed. Kauban, kasaligan, kadampan, kadeed. Ambihan ng Mindanao, Dagat Northern Mindanao. Ambihan ng Mindanao, pagkaiusan ng paibabaw. BigaTEN, BigaTEN. Pagpadayon sa edukasyon, mao'y tumong na maangkon. BigaTEN, BigaTEN, Dagat Northern Mindanao. For the learners that now we're
Mic testing,
always
1, 2,
here
hello.
to serve you no matter
sound check, 1, 2, 3, mic test.
Pangarap natin abutin, pagsisikapan nating kamtin,
Sound check, 1, 2, 3, mic test.
para sa
Mic
bata,
test, 1, 2.
para sa bansa. Dagat Northern Mindanao, ambihan ng Mindanao. BigaTEN, 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 BigaTEN. Ambihan ng Mindanao, pagkahiusan at paibabaw. BigaTEN, BigaTEN. Pagpadaan sa edukasyon, mao'y tumong na maangkon. BigaTEN, BigaTEN. Dagat Northern Mindanao, for the learners then and now we're always here to serve you no matter how. Pangarap natin abutin, pagsisikapan nating kamtin, kalidad na edukasyon para sa bata, para sa bansa. Kauban, kasaligan, kadampan, kadeed. Kauban, kasaligan, kadampan, kadeed. Ambihan ng Mindanao, Dagat Northern Mindanao. Ambihan ng Mindanao, pagkaiusan ng paibabaw. BigaTEN, BigaTEN. Pagpadayon sa edukasyon, mao'y tumong na maangkon. para sa bata, para sa bansa. Kauban, kasaligan, kadampan, kadeed. Kauban, kasaligan, kadampan, kadeed. Ambihan ng Mindanao, dapat Northern Mindanao. Ambihan ng Mindanao, pagkaiusan ng paibabaw. BigaTEN, BigaTEN, pagpadayon sa edukasyon, mao'y tumong na maangkon. BigaTEN, BigaTEN, dapat Northern Mindanao, for the learners then and now. We're always here to serve you no matter how. Pangarap natin abutin, pagsisikapan nating kamtin, kalidad na edukasyon para sa bata, para sa bansa. Dapat Northern Mindanao, ambihan ng Mindanao. BigaTEN, 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 BigaTEN. Amihan ng Mindanao, pagkaiusan at paibabaw. BigaTEN, BigaTEN, pagpadayon sa edukasyon, mao'y tumong nga maangkon. BigaTEN, BigaTEN, dapat Northern Mindanao, for the learners then and now. We're always here to serve you no matter how. Pangarap natin abutin, pagsisikapan nating kamtin, kalidad na edukasyon para sa bata, para sa bansa. Kauban, kasaligan, kadampan, kadeed. Kauban, kasaligan, kadampan, kadeed. Ambihan ng Mindanao, dapat Northern Mindanao. Ambihan ng Mindanao, pagkaiusan ng paibabaw. BigaTEN, BigaTEN, pagpadayon sa edukasyon, mao'y tumong na maangkon. BigaTEN, BigaTEN, dapat Northern Mindanao, for the learners then and now. We're always here to serve you no matter how. Pangarap natin abutin, pagsisikapan nating kamtin, kalidad na edukasyon para sa bata, para sa bansa. Dapat Northern Mindanao, ambihan ng Mindanao. BigaTEN, 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 BigaTEN. Amihan ng Mindanao, pagkaiusan at paibabaw. BigaTEN, BigaTEN, pagpadayon sa edukasyon, mao'y tumong nga maangkon. BigaTEN, BigaTEN, dapat Northern Mindanao, for the learners then and now. We're always here to serve you no matter how. Pangarap natin abutin, pagsisikapan nating kamtin, kalidad na edukasyon para sa bata, para sa bansa. Kauban, kasaligan, kadampan, kadeed. Kauban, kasaligan, kadampan, kadeed. Ambihan ng Mindanao, dapat Northern Mindanao. Ambihan ng Mindanao, pagkaiusan ng paibabaw. BigaTEN, BigaTEN, Pagpadayon sa edukasyon, mao'y tumong nga maangkon. BigaTEN BigaTEN, that the Northern Mindanao, for the learners then and now, we're always here to serve you no matter how. Pangarap natin abutin, pagsisikapan nating kamtin, kalidad na edukasyon para sa bata, para sa bansa. That the Northern Mindanao, ang bihan ng Mindanao, BigaTEN BigaTEN, BigaTEN BigaTEN. Amihan ng Mindanao, pagkahiusan na paibabaw. BigaTEN BigaTEN, pagpadayon sa edukasyon, mao'y tumong nga maangkon. BigaTEN BigaTEN, that the Northern Mindanao, for the learners then and now, we're always here to serve you no matter how. Pangarap natin abutin, pagsisikapan nating kamtin, kalidad na edukasyon para sa bata, para sa bansa. Kauban, kasaligan, kadampan, kadet, kauban, kasaligan, kadampan, kadet, ambihan ng Mindanao, dapat Northern Mindanao, ambihan ng Mindanao, pagkahiusan ng paibabaw. BigaTEN BigaTEN, pagpadayon sa edukasyon, mao'y tumong nga maangkon. BigaTEN BigaTEN, that the Northern Mindanao, for the learners then and now, we're always here to serve you no matter how. Pangarap natin abutin, pagsisikapan nating kamtin, kalidad na edukasyon para sa bata, para sa bansa. That the Northern Mindanao, ang bihan ng Mindanao, BigaTEN BigaTEN, BigaTEN BigaTEN. Amihan ng Mindanao, pagkahiusan na paibabaw. BigaTEN BigaTEN, pagpadayon sa edukasyon, mao'y tumong nga maangkon. BigaTEN BigaTEN, that the Northern Mindanao, for the learners then and now, we're always here to serve you no matter how. Pangarap natin abutin, pagsisikapan nating kamtin, kalidad na edukasyon para sa bata, para sa bansa. Kauban, kasaligan, kadampan, kadet, kauban, kasaligan, kadampan, kadet, ambihan ng Mindanao, dapat Northern Mindanao, ambihan ng Mindanao, pagkahiusan ng paibabaw. BigaTEN BigaTEN, pagpadayon sa edukasyon, mao'y tumong nga maangkon. BigaTEN BigaTEN, that the Northern Mindanao, for the learners then and now, we're always here to serve you no matter how. Pangarap natin abutin, pagsisikapan nating kamtin, kalidad na edukasyon para sa bata, para sa bansa. that the northern Mindanao, amihan ng Mindanao, BigaTEN, BigaTEN, BigaTEN. Amihan ng Mindanao, pagkahiusan ng paibabaw, BigaTEN, BigaTEN. Pagpadayon sa edukasyon, mao'y tumong nga maangkon, BigaTEN, BigaTEN. BigaTEN Northern Mindanao, for the learners then and now, we're always here to serve you no matter how. Pangarap natin abutin, pagsisikapan nating kantin, kalidad na edukasyon para sa bata, para sa bansa. Kauban, kasaligan, kadampan, kadet-ed. Kauban, kasaligan, kadampan, kadet-ed. Amihan ng Mindanao, BigaTEN Northern Mindanao, amihan ng Mindanao, pagkahiusan ng paibabaw, BigaTEN, BigaTEN. Pagpadayon sa edukasyon, mao'y tumong nga maangkon, BigaTEN, BigaTEN. BigaTEN Northern Mindanao, for the learners then and now, we're always here to serve you no matter how. Pangarap natin abutin.
RX Adobe, the Learning Continuity Plan of DepEd Region 10. RX Adobe has a meaningful representation. R stands for region and X for the Roman numeral equivalent of number 10. RX also signifies the Latin recipere, meaning to take. Further, the RX symbol is believed to have evolved from the Eye of Horus, an ancient Egyptian symbol associated with healing powers. Adobe, on the other hand, is a company known for its multimedia and creative software products. As an adopted acronym, it stands for Alternative Delivery of Basic Education. When put together, RX Adobe prescribes creative, innovative, and alternative processes, strategies, and activities aimed at effectively accomplishing the goals of the department. In crafting this learning continuity plan, named RX Adobe, the office underwent scenario planning, which included data-driven analysis of the strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats in the delivery of its services. Featured in RX Adobe are the different learning modalities such as face-to-face, distance learning, blended learning, apprenticeship, and homeschooling. It emphasizes readiness on technology, teachers in training, parents-born in distance learning, and stakeholders support. RX Adobe further highlights well-developed curriculum, improved learning environment, upskills teachers, and responsive multi-stakeholder cooperation is underscored in the department's Student Educanda program. RX Adobe is DepEd Region 10's latest innovative program to deliver effective and efficient services, implement policies and standards, yield best learning outcomes, ensure excellent employees' performance through continual improvement, and sustain customer satisfaction. RX Adobe Region 10 Alternative Delivery of Basic Education.
Maayong adlaw kanatong tanan, ako si Ramon Gonzalez Abrera, aka Paolo, ang inyong Public Affairs Unit Lead Officer.
Ug ako sab si Candice Racomarazon, ang inyong rakista, abogada, aka Rada. Kami ang inyong kauban,
Kasaligan,
kadangpan,
kadeped sa BigaTEN DepEd 10. Welcome to our second episode of BigaTEN DepEd 10 for 2021. Previously, we talked about our year-ender report for 2020, and it was definitely an exciting discussion of our big wins for the year, which culminated with our outstanding performance as most learning-focused senior high school, courtesy of Bukidnon National High School. Most learning-focused junior high school, courtesy of Ozamis City National High School, and of course, our very own partner, most regional or most learning-focused regional office in the entire country, our very own DepEd Regional Office 10.
That's right, Paolo. But just a reminder for all of us, like what RDR keeps on telling us, we should not sit on our laurels. We have to sustain our momentum and continue to innovate and competently address all the challenges of the new learning landscape. Para saan pa nga ba at naging BigaTEN DepEd 10 tayo, di ba partner?
Ano pa nga ba, partner? At bilang pang buena mano natin sa taong ito, mga ka-DepEd, makakausap natin mamaya-maya lamang po ang pinakamakinang na bituin sa ginanap na Brightest Star Search ng DOST-SEI. At partner Rada, makakasama rin natin mamaya-maya ang Schools Division Superintendent ng Sangay Lungsod ng Oroquieta at syempre ang napaka-aktibo nating Direktor Panrehiyon dito sa Amihan ng Mindanao.
Ug busa, di na nato langanon pa, Paulo. Para sa atong For the Win, DepEd Norman, atong mahinabi karon si Teacher Janice Magan Baldalobar gikan sa Don Restituto Baol Central School Division of Hingoog City, ang migawang kampyon ni adtong Marso 3 para sa 2020 Brightest Star Search nga gipasiugda sa Department of Science and Technology, Science Education Institute or DOST-SEI. Maayong buntag, Teacher Janice! Congratulations sa imong pagdaog. Ma'am Janice, ni-sink in na ba sa imuha nga ikaw ang migawang kampyon sa maong kompetisyon?
Maayong buntag, Sir Paulo and Rada. Good morning to our Regional Director, Dr. Arturo B. Bayokot, uban ang mga pillars sa DepEd Region 10. Maayong buntag ninyong tanan. And equal greetings also to our Schools Division Superintendent of the Oroquieta Division, Dr. Rinaldo E. Manuel. Sa tanang mga magtutudlo sa Rehiyon 10, labi na sa mga magtutudlo sa Division of Hingoog City led by our Schools Division Superintendent, Dr. Jesner Dempsey Torres. Ug labi na gyud sa akong mga kauban sa Don Restituto Baol Central School nga excited karon. Good morning and thank you so much for this opportunity. So nangutana ka ma'am no kung ni-sink in na ba sa ako ang kadaugan. So actually ma'am ni-sink in na ma'am ang proclamation, ang challenge nga akong giatubang. I know nga I am facing a big challenge from DepEd and DOST, the fact that I was declared as the winner for this search. Pero wala pa ni sink in ma'am ang kalipay, ang garbo o kabibo sa akong palibot, labi na sa among eskwelahan. Wala ko nagdahong nga inana kadako ang kalipay nga akong ikahatag nila o inana kadako ang garbo nga akong ikahatag sa akong pamilya, sa akong mga higala o labaw sa tanan sa Division of Hingoog o sa among tulunghaan nga Don Restituto Baol Central School.
Siyempre, Ma'am Jan, national winner ba naman, di ba, partner? Ma'am Jan, by the way, Janice or Janice ba?
Ingon ang mga master sa English, sir. Ako, sir, akong tawag sa ako, sir, Janice. Pero yung itong mga mang-ininglisay, sir, Janice.
Depende na siya, ma'am, kung kanusa na tao. Mailhan na siya kung sa 80s or sa 90s, Janice yun na siya. Pero kung karon marag Janice na yun na siya, ma'am.
So, as
80s ko, sir. 80s ko, so Janice. Pero
Oh, Janice.
ako ako mga kauban sir kay daghan naman mga 90 so nahimo ko ginay-hinay nga Janice.
Okay. So, Teacher Janice or Teacher Janice, bahin sa unsa man gyud ni nga search ug unsa man ang imong pagpangandam og stratehiya nga gihimo?
The Search for the Brightest Star is a competition organized by the Science Education Institute of the Department of Science and Technology for mathematics and science teacher under the Project STAR. STAR means Science Teacher Academy for the Regions. Project STAR has been doing or has been conducting innovative STEM training all over the country with partnership to 16 universities in the Philippines and of course with the strong support of the Department of Education. In Region 10, our partner university is the Mindanao State University, the Iligan Institute of Technology led by Dr. Amelia T. Buwan, and of course, it is led by our very own regional supervisor in math and science, Sir Marino Dal and Sir Nick Paniares. On March 2017, I was a recipient of the STAR training in interdisciplinary and contextualization in IIT, wherein I was not just a participant but was chosen to be a demonstration teacher at the same time. That experience allowed me to realize that teaching mathematics should not focus on the right or wrong answer, but on developing the thinking skills of the learners. Our group trainer, Dr. Amelia T. Buwan, that time successfully developed my skills with the DOST and the Project STAR team in understanding the reasons behind the answer of the learners, valuing their explanation and processing their problem solving and critical thinking skills, which is the underlying purpose of the K to 12 curriculum. So that experience inspired me to apply what I have learned during the training in my own classroom. And as I implement more lessons using teaching mathematics through problem solving approach as a strategy, I was inspired that I was able to unleash and I was able to discover uniqueness and different thinking skills of the learners through reflective teaching. So I was seasoned by different exposure as a trainer, as a facilitator, as a demonstration teacher, both in our school, in the division, and the regional level as well. Um, I was also able to capsulize all my learnings in STAR when I was given the chance to join the first international conference initiated by the Project STAR team. So, ang pinaka strategy nga akong ginahimo Sir Paulo and Ma'am Rada is simply I magnified my empathy and compassion for the school children. Maugid ang akong pinaka-strategy nga nung nidaog ko. After the training, I adapted the teaching mathematics through problem-solving approach in my class. And because I already have magnified my empathy and compassion for the school children that I have to teach them well, I have to discover their thinking skills and process it. I also immersed to different grade levels para matry na ko o adjust ang strategy according sa needs sa bata. And so, gina-apply na ko siya and then I always do reflective teaching because I always believe that teaching is also a learning process. So na ako'y notebook, pag gina-implement na ko ang strategy nga gihatag sa DOST, I always do reflective learning. I have my notebook, ginasulat na ko ang answer sa mga bata, ilang mga responses, akong gistadihan nga nung na wrong siya, nga nung correct siya, then ako da yung gi-reflect, akong gistadihan kung unsaon ako siya pag-process, nga makuha niya ang correct nga answer. So, that experience, daghan kayo kog natigom nga responses of reflection sa akong kasing-kasing, gikan sa akong mga estudyante, ang ilang uniqueness, ang ilang individualities, ang ilang need, ang ilang panginahanglanon isip ko sa estudyante. Daghan kay kog napundo sa akong kasing-kasing. That is why during the interview, I was able to pour out my emotion nga natural nga nigawa sa akong kasing-kasing ang akong mga tubag because I already have stock of responses and reflections in my heart. So as I also implement the lessons, no, gina-apply man ako siya sa classroom, gina-share na ko siya sa akong mga kauban through live sessions, na-memorize na ko ang step, na-master na ko ang strategy, that during the demonstration teaching, kanang wala na ko gikulbai, wala na ko na papag, it's because na-master na ko siya through application in my own class. So the judge for the demonstration teaching said na I was able to deliver kuno the lesson naturally. It's because na-memorize na ko ang step of na-master na ko siya.
All right. So, partner, very powerful words, compassion and empathy.
Yes, makaingon gid kag sana all unta teacher sa math
Yes.
pareha ni Ma'am Janice kay kung ako teacher sa una sa math inani tanan para sa iyaha wala unta ako'y clinic slip everyday
Terror man kay
basta
ang
ting
uban.
math na.
Terror
Clinic.
kay ang uban sa una siguro,
Yes,
no?
go to the clinic guys basta ting math na.
Oo.
Naghadlok kita siya.
Something really to look recognize, appreciate, no? Empathy and compassion hastang ninduta.
For a math teacher.
For a math teacher,
Yes.
yes.
Okay. So karon nakita nato ma-apply day gyapon ang compassion and empathy even sa atong math subjects.
Dili lang sa atong mga values teachers.
Yes, of course. So, Teacher Janice, since you have been awarded as the brightest star, what do you intend to do next after celebrating your big win? Do you have any upcoming or further innovations or projects in mind?
I always believe, Ma'am Rada and Sir Paulo, that as I have said a while ago, that teaching is also a learning process. So I will not stop implementing in my own class, in my own kind of school children, in my own classroom. I will not stop implementing the strategy that was introduced to us by the Department of Science and Technology, because for me, I am always learning according to the needs of the children, according to their individualities, according to their uniqueness. So I have to implement the lesson using the strategy, adjust it according to their needs. And for the bigger purpose, I guess I am planning to maximize the capacity building of the teachers, share my experience, share the strategy to my colleagues, because I know this is one of the thrust of the Department of Education, which is to reskill and upskill teachers, right? So maybe for our school in the division, I know that our division team, STAR team, is supportive to the program of the DOST. Sir Jesner is willing to adapt the STAR program as part of our Gold Trust. And then also our EPS in math is also supportive about it. So we are planning to maximize our capacity building and training for teachers in our school, in the division, and in the region as well, with the leadership of the MSU IIT team, Sir Marino and Sir Nick, and the Project STAR team.
All right. So I'm pretty sure, Teacher Janice, no, hindi ka nag-iisa nung ginawa mo yung best mo at napanalunan ultimately yung prize. Okay? So, sino-sino po ba ang mga gusto nating pasalamatan sa tagumpay na ito, Teacher Janice? At ano po ba ang mensahe natin para sa ating mga ka-DepEd at sa lahat ng nanonood sa atin ngayon?
Of course, sir, I am always grateful to God for always providing me the guidance or guiding me to understand the purpose of life. So lahat ng pangyayari, sir, no, we know that God has a design or a purpose for it. I am thankful to my family, of course, my husband, my kids, for being so supportive and being so responsible while I was busy. I am thankful to DepEd and the OST for coming up with a strong partnership for one common goal, which is to empower our learners to become successful and productive individuals. Special thanks also, sir, no, to Project STAR team for laying down the genuine purpose and unique design of the training. To the Region 10 STAR team, the MSU IIT team, to Ma'am Ami Buwan, who always told me that this is not all about the competition. It's all about sharing our inspiration to our co-teachers to value every learner. To Ma'am Grace Liwanag, Sir Janelle Medina, nianhigit sila sa among school, sir, na ulanan, isa kay Ugbas, for the Project STAR evaluation. And Sir Marino Dalo is very fatherly to me, and Sir Nick Peñares, and also with the strong support of the regional director, of course, Sir R.D. Bayukot, and the whole CLMD led by the Ma'am Perry, and my Region 10 star family, Sir Rex Sario and Ma'am Janiv Cabalia. I am very thankful to them. I'm also grateful to our Schools Division Superintendent, Dr. Jesnar Demsis Torres, and our Assistant Schools Division Superintendent, Ma'am Mary Ann Aliera, both the SGOD and the SCID team, of course, our Education Program Supervisor in Math, and Dr. Christina Galgo, and our HR team, Dr. Mitchell Rodriguez, who have been always willing to extend help to me while I was on the process of preparing. Our school head, Sir Ray and Oblig, sir, nga siya gid ang mongita sa generator, kadlawon pa mo ani kay mo taod sa generator, and the full support to the STAR ever since I started my STAR journey. Partner na gid mi ni Sir Ray last 2017 with Ma'am Mirna Cesar, that time pa our APS, and Ma'am Norma. And of course, with the support of our current assistant principal, Ma'am Neva Grace Chipada and Sir Delmo, daghang kayong salamat. And our former school head, of course, Ma'am Norma. And I am also very thankful, sir, to the, and Ma'am Rada, to the technical team, kay sila gid ang nagdala sa kahapsay sa akong hunahuna, o wala ko na stress og maayo. It's because of the very good technical preparation, of course, with the cameraman, Sir A.J. Brandino, my husband, the audio man, akong manghod, Sir Ronnie Templa, si Sir Ray, si Sir Ronnie, and the last but the most important nga gusto na ko pasalamatan karon, sir, is gusto ko magpasalamat si DepEd and the OST for allowing us to cultivate the culture of family spirit and friendship. Kanang nakadaog ko sa contest, sir, it's because gamay ra kong stressor kay igo na lang ko naglingkod. Igo, no? Sir Paulo and Ma'am Rada, igo na lang ko naglingkod, and sila tanan, sir, igo, kulang na lang ang ila kong sudlayan, dili na ko magtindog. The family spirit is there. Lahi ang nag-prepare sa food, lahi ang nanghakot, lahi ang nag-atiman sa imong makeup, lahi ang
Pwede ka maayo, Teacher Janet.
So, kana ang ako na lang yung trabaho, sir, ang pag-study na lang gid sa akong answer o pag-deliver sa lesson well, kay gusto na ko tagaan hustisya ang ilahang kahago. No, so I am very thankful to my family nga while I was busy, my co-teacher automatically, no, kay dili pinato pwede nga pasagdan atong klase, sir, no, it's because nag-appeal ka sa contest. Dili ta maingon nga wala sa te klase karon kay nag-appeal ko sa contest, di ba, sir? Di ba, Ma'am Rada? So I am very thankful to my co-teachers nga si Teacher MJ, automatic niya nga giatiman ang akong mga parents, ang akong mga modules, akong mga estudyante nga despite sa kabisi wala na pasagdan ang mga estudyante. So ang akong mga kauban nga sila Teacher Kizel, Teacher Celeste, si Ma'am Edna, si Mami Minda nga igaw na lang gid ko nila pakanon, sir, kana ang wala na gid ko laing buhaton gawa sa pagpagwapa o pag-answer at ubang sa kamera, og sila laging tanan ang nag-andam. So mausit isa siguro, sir, nga nakapadaog nakapadasig nako. So daghan kaayong salamat.
Wow, kanindot sa experience. Once again, congratulations and thank you for gracing our show today, Ma'am Janice. Thank you also for being an inspiration to all of us. And we also congratulate Teacher Genevieve or Jan-Eve I. Cabalia from El Salvador City Central School, who also made it to the national search. Keep on shining, teachers, Janice and Ma'am Genevieve.
Sakto gid na, partner. Keep on shining. And of course, happy Women's Month too to Teacher Janice and Teacher Genevieve and to all the women in the world.
And
We run the
partner,
world.
Happy Women's Day.
Yes,
Month.
salamat.
Happy
Happy
Women's
Women's
Month.
Month.
That's right.
And this time, ladies and gentlemen,
Before that, partner, basig gusto ta mag atong basahon sa ang mga ang atong mga live
yes,
viewers karon.
we have live viewers just to prove that we are live and alive from
Yes.
Upper Balulang, Cagayan de Oro
There.
City.
See?
We have from Jan Michelle Imong. Good morning po from Antero Uroa Central School.
We have Gabu Gabu Gabu. Good morning, sir. Good morning, Region 10.
When we also have Jerly Dura, naka-standby na at Portolin Elementary School,
Wow.
Pangantucan North District of Bukidnon.
Gina Hapon, Balandaka, Cabasa. Good morning, watching from Ventura Elementary School, Misamis Occidental.
And Jamila Usop. Good morning, everyone. Watching from Lanao del Norte. Hi, Sir Eddie Oplenaria.
My
SDS Eddie.
sister, partner. Hello, everyone watching live from Montreal, Canada.
Of course. Oh, daghan kag fans,
Dapat ko
partner.
sister isa. Greetings from Baltimore, Maryland, USA. Ate Grace Galarpe.
Grabe, from all over the world,
Gisend
partner.
maganda ko sa ila ang link.
Okay. So, sunod, mag-send sa Google sa ako mga pariente. Lain-lain nga
Yes,
dati.
so
We have
why
from
not?
Demetria de los Reyes, still watching from Wadia Elementary School, Banisila North District.
Clark Kere, good morning, watching from the Hilig Elementary School, Kinugitan. Ayan.
Evangeline Bacan, watching from Malitbog Agricultural High School, Division of Bukidnon.
Wow. Jai, sorry for watching
Mr.
from
Roferos, that's Jay
Oroquieta.
Roferos. Hi, Jay, watching from
Jay?
Sister Jay,
Agoy.
watching from Deped Oroquieta, of course.
Okay.
And right now, ladies and gentlemen, for our segment, Anong Meron Ngayon? We are very lucky to have with us today the Schools Division Superintendent of the Division of Oroquieta City, Dr. Reynaldo E. Manuel, who will share with us their initiatives in the division in this time of the pandemic, particularly their Project NOAA. Good morning, SDS Manuel. Mayong buntag.
Good morning, Attorney Candice and Sir Ramon, no? Good morning. Okay lang ba yung audio ko? Klaro ba?
Klaro po.
Wow. Si Attorney pala ay also would like to be called as Rada, rockistang abogada. You know,
Yeah.
natuwa ako kasi paborito ko rin yung mga rockstar. Nagaya ng YouTube, Van Halen, Scorpions, and also si Ramon ay known also as Paulo. Parang
Yes,
si
yes,
Paulo Coelho, di ba, yung author. Good morning po. And
Good
also,
morning.
good morning to RDR, ARD Big, and all the staff ng BigaTEN.
Good morning, SDS.
Yes, SDS. Would you like to share with us the innovations that your division has implemented, particularly on your Project NOAA, sir? Unsa
That's
man yung
right.
Project NOAA, SDS?
Yeah, we have this Project NOAA. If you know, kung nakita nyo, meron yung Project NOAA rin yung DOST. But in Oroqueta, Project NOAA stands for No Oroquetanon is Academically Handicapped. Kasi dito sa Oroqueta, when I arrived, meron silang parang battle cry, Abanti Atraca, Oroqueta Kita, and sa Oroqueta, Bata ang Bida. So, dapat wala talagang bata na maiwan sa Oroqueta. And that's why we came up with this project. It's Project NOAA.
Okay, so sakto si SDS Manuel, familiar tanan-tanan ng Project NOAA sa DOST. So lahi po din yung Project NOAA from Oroquieta. It deals with our learners na walay mahibilin. So SDS, what motivated you to initiate this project in your division?
Yeah, as far as I can remember, nung inassign ako ni RDR dito sa Oroqueta, sabi niya sa akin, Ray, yung Oroqueta ay religious yung mga tao dyan, religious. So when we discussed with my two of my chiefs, the SGOD chief, Chief Pearl, and our CID chief, Chief Franz, then we came up with this Project NOAA kasi talagang religious yung mga tao rito. And nagustuhan nila. And we were able to actually anchor all our initiatives with this Project NOAA. So it's because of the situation dito sa Oroqueta po, Attorney Candice and si Ramon.
So nindot kay ang ngalan sa Project NOAA, makahinumdum kita sa Noah's Ark kung asa nagsugod ang tanan. So si SDS Manuel ang murag kapitan sa ark nila dito.
Oh, amazing. So SDS, kung ang DOST na ay Project NOAA, so kita sa Division of Oroquieta City na asab, unsa man ang nakayunig ani nga proyekto kumpara sa inyong uban pa nga mga inisyatibo?
Yeah, Sir Paulo, it's actually more on the theory of bridging leadership, more on collaboration. We believe na hindi kami makaabanti at raka alone. So sabi ni RD, no one defeats collaboration. So with this Project NOAA, we tap all sectors of the society in Oroqueta. And then we connect with them, we partnered with them, we try to look at their projects also, we try to look at their mandate, and then we try to merge the DepEd's deliverables towards their own para magkahiusa kami. Likewise, ano yung kailangan nila that DepEd can support, we will also provide support sa kanila, Attorney Candice at Sir Paulo. So in a way, yung malaki talaga naming nagawa is parang grounded kami We even go to the level of the barangays. Under Project NOAA, we have this program one-on-one with Kapitan, wherein we invited our barangay captain and the council in our school activities to discuss matters, not only those who are concerning our schools, but even those who are concerning about the barangay. And then we try to solve them, we try to connect them together, and then that's it. We build up collaboration.
Nindot sa partner no SDSK, ang division gets to involve the stakeholders, especially the barangays.
Grassroots level gid ang ilang naadtuan, partner.
Yes, that's right. Og SDS dugang pa sa inyong paglunsad niining project NOAA og pagama og promotional video, for example, on basic health and safety protocols. Unsa pa ang lain ninyong mga inisyatiba o kalihukan ubos niining project NOAA?
Right now, Sir Paulo, ang Project NOAA is more into teacher support. Tinitingnan namin na ano talaga ang kailangan ng ating mga teachers. Nakita namin na yung teacher pala, hindi lang pala dapat i-train natin sila sa how to deliver instruction, hindi lang dapat bigyan sila ng supplies, hindi lang pala dapat na atin silang tingnan kung pwede ba sila maka-apply ng loan o ano pang benefits na mabigay natin sa kanila, kundi meron pala kaming nakita na kailangan nila yung health and wellness nila at even yung good relationships sa schools nila. So ngayon under sa project namin, under the leadership of our ASDS, meron kaming ginagawang initiative. Ito yung Project Sexy. Kung makita niyo yung aming ASDS, si ASDS Bob, alam niyo siya na pinakasiksing ASDS ngayon. Nag-trim down talaga si Bob. Tingnan niyo yung mga picture ni Bobby na Perez sa Facebook.
Project
It's
Sexy.
because Project Sexy. It's about healthy living and doing exercise.
Mura gusto ko dito sa ila.
Alam mo, si Ramon, dahil sa project na ito, naggawa kami ng aming gym. Meron na kaming gym ngayon. Kung punta kayo sa Roqueta Division, sa third floor namin, meron kaming gym na kung saan meron kaming treadmill, meron kaming rowing machine, at iba pang mga facilities na pwedeng magamit ng mga teachers natin. At personnel. At saka encourage namin yung healthy lifestyle. Yun. Isa yon na tinitingnan natin si Ramon.
Unsa pay lain Sir SDS napa. So project
right now actually marami si Ramon right now sabihin ko na lahat medyo mataas to. Maliban sa Project Sexy, meron kaming tinatawag na Project Guapa.
Agay.
Kayo, sexy at guapa.
Market na jud ko dito.
Pero kita maraming sexy at maraming guwapa. Actually, itong Project Guapa, it's a partnership with the First Lady of the city. Our First Lady, the wife of our mayor, Ma'am Nanette Bandala Costa. We are now encouraging schools to plant guyabano, avocado, and papaya. Kasi Guapa stands for guyabano, avocado, and papaya. Because we realize, Ma'am Candice and si Ramon, na if we plant guyabano sa schools natin, maliban sa gulayan natin, gulayan sa paaralan, whole year yung bunga ng guyabano. And yung bata na gusto niya malakas yung katawan niya, anytime pwede siyang makakuha ng guyabano. At hindi masyadong mataas, hindi masyadong delikado. Saka, according to our discussion, yung guyabano ay rich sa mga minerals and vitamins, antioxidant pa. So, isa yan, guyabano, madali lang i-produce. Tapos, ang avocado pala, sabi nila, superfood pala itong avocado fruit. It's the food of the future. Complete na, protein. Kung gusto kang mag-diet, kain ka lang ng avocado. And then, ang avocado may potential to bring income sa ating mga schools. Hindi na ipaamot-amot yung mga maestra. Pag mga itong superintendent, paamot, reklamo maestra. But now, we have avocado. Baligyan ng avocado. You can use that, di ba, si Ramon? And last is yung papaya. Kasi yung papaya, year-round yung bunga. Pag may tinula kang manok, si Ramon, Bisayang manok, huwag ka ng papaya.
Islaming
no, diba? So, Project Guapa in integration to school inside the garden. Kaya, i-innovate namin to. Kaya nakita ko si Ramon na yung bukid nun under Sir Randolph Tortola, masyado na maganda yung mga school niya. Yung gulayan, in fact, nag-request ako kay Sir Randolph na punta kaming bukid nun para tingnan namin yung gulayan ninyo, sir. At saka para mas ma-enhance pa namin with Project Guapa at Gulayan. Nag-communicate namin kay Sir Randolph, pumayag na siya. So isa ito sa initiative kasi yung kailangan yung mga teacher natin hindi masyadong kumakain ng fast foods para hindi masyadong matambok ba na gulayan na prutas. Di ba si Ramon? Kasi pag niwang sexy ang teacher, ganahan siya magtudlo at ganahan rin yung bata maminaw. O mo man ingon mo sa kwan among team diri. Mura bitaw kang attorney Candice Lim, mura stewardess ba. So ganahan ang bata maminaw. So that's one initiative project sexy project guwapa. And right now, meron ba kaming project in cooperation with our city government? It's more on climate change protection. Kasi rito sa Oroqueta, Attorney Candice and si Ramon, sa lahat na na-assignan ko na division, ito yung merong mataas na forest cover. Maraming kahoy rito. And we would like to preserve more the trees by planting more trees. So more on climate action. Yung golden shower project namin to beautify the city from Bukidnon, tinanim namin dito golden shower, golden trumpet. Ito yung aming proyekto with of course with our city government and with our the first lady of our city. And isa lang 'yan. Tapos meron din kaming ginagawang coordination with our mayor now, the disaster preparedness plan. It's very simple lang, Attorney Candice and Sir Ramon. Si Mayor nagbigay siya ng 100,000 for every school for the TRR. Gusto namin una ay ma-enhance yung water and sanitation. Talaga kasi sa time ng pandemic, nakita namin na kailangan talaga yung tubig at saka yung mga CR natin may tubig. So nag-support si Mayor, bigay siya ng 100,000 to actually allow our schools to repair or enhance pa their Watson capacities, water and sanitation. At pag tapos na yung Watson, yung aming entrance and exit gates naman sa every school, enhance namin para may emergency, pasok siya ganun. So yun ang projects namin. At meron pang isa, yung last na lang under Project NOAA, yung ating mga IP, particular yung ating mga badyaw, gusto ni Mayor na studihan paano ba ito natin maturuan sila. Kasi meron din kami some populations ng badyaw rito. So paano ba sila para Project NOAA capture talaga lahat, walang academically handicapped. So right now, Ma'am Candice at Sir Ramon, yun lang yun. Baka mag-evolve pa in the future. Yeah.
Ang Project NOAA partner SDS, so daghan kay dito mura bang mga sub-projects and initiatives na sakay dito tanan sa Project NOAA.
Nga tanan maapil, walay mahibilin.
Walay mahibilin.
Yes.
Ug ganahan sa gigod katong project sexy o project guwapa. Dapat nasan tay project guwapo? Kay guwapa raman to. Guwapo unsa pa?
Unya mahuna-hunaan na ni SDS in the very near future daghan pag umaabot ng mga proyekto under Project NOAA.
That's right.
So na-share naman ni SDS Ray Manuel ang ilang mga different sub-projects under Project NOAA. So kita mo adto na ta sa Oroquieta kay Abante Atraca Oroquieta guwapa og sexy kita. Taas na gid kayo na ilang slogan perti ng taas.
Taas na gid kayo.
So, maot ka to, daghan sila pag umaabot ng mga proyekto. So, in implementing these projects, SDS, would you like to express your gratitude to your stakeholders or to anybody who has helped you and the division in one way or another in the success of your project under Project NOAA, sir?
Yes, Attorney Candice and Sir Ramon. Kung makita ninyo, meron kaming YouTube channel, yung Project NOAA Updates. Meron kaming logo doon na bangka, parang arc ba. Nandun yung aming governor, mayor, nandun si RD, lahat. So, pasalamatan ko na si RD, of course, for extending full support sa Division of Oroqueta. And our mayor, Mayor Limuel Merrick Acosta, including Ma'am Nanette, yung First Lady namin. And Vice Mayor also, George Almonte. Of course, our Governor, Philip Tan, and Vice Governor, Ma'am Virginia Almonte. And yung aming dalawang Congressman Nonoy T. and si Deputy Speaker, Henry Maminal. Sir, salamat sa support. Really, dito ko nakita sa Oroqueta na yung mga leaders natin talaga ay in support sa DepEd. Alam mo, Ma'am Candice at si Ramon, halos lahat na inihingi namin at pinopropose sa mga leader, approve lahat. Parang iba talaga ang kuhan dito sa Oroqueta. Iba ang aura nila. Yeah. Kaya maraming gwapa at sexy rito si Ramon at Ma'am Candice.
Siyempre, pinangungunahan ni SDS. Ano? At
course.
At
SDS.
ESDS, of course, pinaka-sexy na ngayon, pinaka-fit na, si Bobby na Perry.
Yes. Ganahan ko anang giingon ni SDS Manuel nga bangka. Kay migawas gid ang pagkarakista pod ni SDS Manuel. The Dawn, isang bangka tayo, sir.
Wow.
Sa bangka. Yeah.
Ang pagkakala ni SDS, pwede ba sabi mo sakay anang bangka ni mo din, ha? Nga Noah?
Yes, of course, si Ramon, pwede naman mamanhi dire. At Attorney Candice, baka nga hindi na required yung testing, okay na. As long as you observe health protocols lang. Yeah.
One mahaan ko ng Oroquieta.
Mhm.
Okay, so there you have it, mga ka-DepEd, our Schools Division Superintendent of the Division of Oroquieta City, Dr. Reynaldo E. Manuel. Thank you very much, sir.
Salamat.
And more power to your project, Noah, sir.
All right,
Thank
thank you, SDS. And partner, basa na sa daog ka ng mga murag comments diri sa atong mga
Daghan
ka-DepEd,
comments,
daghan
of
kaayo,
course.
labi nagikan sa Division of Oroquieta
Sa walay
City.
pabor-pabor.
Sa walay pabor-pabor. Ruth Apale Pinkian from Valdemore Elementary School, Paridel South District, Misamis Occidental.
Misamis Occidental. We have Rose Kagaanan Suerte. Good morning from Aves, Malaybalay City Division.
All right. We also have Nessie Elizabeth Atay Buak. Good morning, watching from Oroquieta City.
And we also have Delia Sarcena. Good morning, watching from Oroquieta City Elementary School. Good morning po.
Ayan, Hazel Galabo. Good morning, everyone, watching from the Division of Cagayan de Oro.
And we also have Michelle Tripoli. Good morning, watching from Oroquieta City. Mga gwapa o sexy, give me sila for
Right.
sure.
B-Joy, Lilay Andoy Flores Tokle. Good morning, Odessa Tokle Labra, watching from C. Cabantian Elementary School, Magsaysay Division of Misamis Oriental.
And we have Miss Norminda Diamla. Good morning, watching from Bubong Elementary School, Pantar District, Lanao del Norte. Good morning po.
Ayan. Meron pa ba? Ang dami eh. Oo, ayan si Jerly Dura, nakaka-proud maging teacher sa DepEd Region 10. Thank
Of
you and
course.
congratulations, Ma'am Janice.
And we have Miss Irene Apdian. Good morning, watching from Misamis Oriental, Alubihid National High School, Alubihid District. Mayong buntag, ma'am.
Okay. Of course, si Sir Liwagon Dionisio Jr., ang information officer sa Oroquieta. EPS, Dionisio, the whole of Oroquieta City ay nanonood ngayon.
Walay
Siyempre
laing channel.
naman.
Palong ang mga TV karon. Naa sila
Yes.
sa Facebook tanan.
Ayan
And, oh my God, naay nag-shout out. Pa-shout out daw. Hi, attorney. Pa-shout out diri sa Carmen. Hi to Flow CDO. May
Bani
buntag.
Atenson. Zenaida Mutong Kasan, still watching from Don Juan Diaz Memorial Integrated School. Ayan.
Miss D. Reyes, good morning. Watching from Calamba. Miss Ok ni siya. Dili Calamba, Laguna. Calamba, Misamis Occidental.
Alright.
Of course.
Ayan. So, si Leti Mutia Hurani Balais.
Ganahan ko, ani.
Yes. Ali na mo sa Oroquieta.
O, kay guwapa og sexy. Dapat mo adto sa Oroquieta.
Oo. Mubiyahin ang ilang bangka dire. Padulong. Hyacinth de la Peña. Good morning. Watching from Bukidnon National High School.
Hello, ma'am. And we have Julieto Otnondni. Hello, watching from Talairon National High School. Cagayan de Oro ba ni?
Si Lori Bagas. Good morning from Taparak Integrated School.
We have Karen Pahit watching from Mahinog National High School Division of Camiguin.
Wow. And Beth Kenny from the Division of Ozamis City. Maayong buntag and congratulations, BigaTEN DepEd 10. Thank you.
Salamat, ma'am. Daghang salamat sa inyong pagtanaw.
Okay, at ngayon, partner, para naman sa bahagi ng ating programang Anong Bago, Arturo, ito ang mahalagang tanong. Alright? Pwede na ba tayong bumalik sa eskwelahan natin kahit man lang limited face-to-face? Yan ang pag-uusapan natin ngayon, kasama siyempre ang napakagaling at aktibo nating direktor, Dr. Arturo B. Bayokot. RD Art, magandang umaga po, RD. Nandiyan na ba si RD? Magandang umaga po, RD. Ayan. RD, naririnig niyo po kami?
Good morning po, RD.
Para naka-mute yata si RD. Okay? Siyempre pag-uusapan, ito kasi yung talagang tanong ng karamihan, partner.
Pwede na ba ang
Pwede
face-to-face?
na ba ang limited face-to-face?
Yes, kahit limited lang.
Kahit man lang,
And what does limited face-to-face mean? Of
yan ang
course.
pag-uusapan natin. Of course, with RD Art.
Of course.
Right? Okay, RD? We can't hear you po, RD. Baka may ano sa, yeah. Kasi while waiting for the...
While waiting for the technical adjustments sa
Yes.
audio ni RD, kay lisod sa dili na to siya madunggan.
Ikaw, partner, unsa may imong position ana murabag pwede na ba? Pwede na kata, no? Limited face-to-face?
Pwede naman siguro. O, naatay ko, Andre. Good
Ah.
morning from Ma'am Rolisa Benedicto. Watching from Halapitan National High School. Good morning po, RD Art Bayokot. Good
Ayan.
morning,
From
ma'am.
Carla Joy, good morning. Watching from Tingalan Integrated School, Opol District.
That's okay. Sa Opol. And...
Audio check. Hello. Hello.
Ayan.
Narinig pa po
Ayan,
natin si RD Art.
Good morning once again,
Good
RD
morning.
Art. RD, di ba? Siyempre, tanong ng karamihan, pwede na po ba kaya ang na bumalik na tayo sa mga
Tanong
eskwelahan?
ng bayan.
Tanong ng bayan yan.
Services?
Kahit man lang limited face-to-face, RD, ano ba? Anyway, magandang umaga po. How are you
Good
po,
morning
RD?
po.
Ayan.
Hello. Hello.
RD. Yes, RD. Narinig po namin kayo.
Loy, nawala sila, Loy.
RD, kumusta po?
Can you hear me? Can you hear me? It seems to
Yes.
that there's a
po.
problem with our...
Yes, po, RD. Loud and clear po.
Okay. So, maibunta ka natong tanan. Well, going back to your question, if we can already push through with the limited face-to-face, I think very apparent that as you watch TV every night, you notice that there's a surge already with our coronavirus cases, especially that we already have 3 COVID-19 variants in the Philippines, like the Brazilian variant, we also have the South African variant, and the UK variant. In the history on the engagements of the President of the Philippines, he actually has said yes to the limited face-to-face in December, and then we were hoping to implement that in January. Pero binawi po yan ng Presidente, yung only wants best for his country, at nakikita nila na hindi pa talaga safe ang limited face-to-face. So sa ngayon, it's held in abeyance, but we are still looking forward that eventually this will be granted. Matter of fact, the Department of Education did not stop its preparation for the limited face-to-face.
All right, RD. What really has prompted the department to pursue this proposal, RD, on limited face-to-face?
Well, there's a lot of reasons. Number one, we know for a fact that the best delivery strategy really is getting the children in the classrooms, and the teaching and learning should really be done face-to-face. That's the number one and the best delivery strategy, no? But because of the pandemic, we ventured into different distance learning delivery modalities. And even in the region, for example, out of 1.2 million, 940,000 learners opted to really study through modular approach given the several limitations. Tapos meron din tayong radio and TV-based instruction. We also have offline and online. But even in our online, which is also the second best after face-to-face, we only have 49,000 students enrolled out of 1.2 million. So, yun po, nakikita natin ang figures kung ano ba ang pamamaraan sa pagtuturo at pagkatuto ng mga bata sa ngayon. And of course, DepEd would really want the best for the children. And there is also an increasing feedback of our parents that ang modular learning has really limitations kasi may mga issues din ang mga parents. Apparently, they are the ones taking the place of the teachers, guiding their children studying from home. And that's reality, no? And for the parents who might have the material time, may also have issues regarding academic and technical issues, no? Yung iba naman, pwede sanang magturo at makapagbigay ng patnubay at gabay sa mga batang nag-aaral, but the problem also is the material time because they are also working parents. So all these are adding to the complications of our children studying from home. And then ito naman sa ating modular approach, there's also challenge in terms of delivering the modules, retrieving the modules, because many have come to school, pick it up regularly, and return. But for those who cannot really come to school, for example, very classic example is Loyungan National High School in Malaybalay City, no? Where this is an IP school and the students enrolled are spread all over Kidnon. So napakalalayo, so ang mga teachers talaga ang nag-a-attend. While the teachers are more than willing to do it, as a matter of fact, they're doing it, hindi pa rin naalis sa kanila yung takot, pangamba, at baka sila mahawaan ng COVID o sila kaya ang magdala ng COVID sa pamamagitan ng ating mga IP communities, mga ganung bagay. So, with all these complications, these are founded on the position paper that DepEd really pushed in terms of at least be allowed with limited face-to-face. Alam nyo naman, ang laking issue din ngayon is the mental healthness, no? Yung mga bata, kasi hindi sanay sa ganito and they really need support system that can hardly be found and be enjoyed to the maximum while they are at home. So yun po ang mga kadahilanan kung bakit isinusulong natin ang limited face-to-face. Limited nga kasi hindi pwedeng conventional kind of teaching, learning face-to-face kasi we still have to adhere to the requirements of the public minimum health standards.
Thank you, RD. And RD, unsa man usab ang mga provisions aning proposed limited face-to-face delivery of classes?
Actually, ang DepEd Central Office ngayon ay nag-formulate na ng mga guidelines na hindi pa ma-finalize considering that this is still work in progress. And with many oppositions by our legislators, kasi hindi ba risky talaga ang babalik na tayo even limited face-to-face. So there is still an ongoing discussion both at the houses of Congress and Senate. And marami pong sumusuporta, marami din ang may pangamba. Originally, the Department of Education Philippines has organized around 1,800 schools in all levels of basic education to pilot the limited face-to-face implementation. But our legislators, our government really disagree to the figure. Kasi sabi nila, if this is just to get also lessons from the pilot implementation, bakit kailangang damihan agad, no? Matter of fact, Region 10 has the most number of requests because the original figure of Region 10's limited face-to-face request is around 700. And we trim it down to 500 until officially we brought it down to 309. But apparently, negatibo pa rin ang pananaw ng ating mga legislators, so we just abided what the Department of Education's decision on the matter of limited face-to-face. And sabi ng ating kagawaran ng edukasyon, pwede bang 50 muna bawat region? Saka na lang tayo mag-expand after some time, like after a month implementation, and we already see that there are good results na kaya pala, saka na tayo mag-expand. So sa ngayon, ang mga regions ay nag-propose ng 50. Marami ding regions na hindi nga umabot ng 50. But the highest number is really 50. And tayo naman, we just abided and we prorated to the different divisions sino-sino itong mga eskwelahan na to constitute the 50 at binasi po natin ang ating equitable distribution to the number of schools also originally proposed by the division. For example, Cagayan de Oro City, it's highly urbanized city. Sa ngayon, meron lang silang isa. Iligan Iligan and Tangub City do not have any single pilot implementation because the risk severity level happen to be still scary, no? And ang pinakamadami is Misamis Occidental with 20 schools to pilot. Ayun po. And marami pong mga features nito paano siya i-implement.
So, talking about the parameters and the provisions for the proposal for limited face-to-face po, RDR, tungkol naman po sa instruction, tungkol naman po sa pagtuturo ng leksyon, gaano po kaya kadalas ang gagawin nating pagtuturo? Anong mga antas ang bibigyang mga prioridad? O papaano po kaya ang pagpapangkat or grouping ng ilang mag-aaral sa bawat klase? Or ilang oras po kaya ang kanilang face-to-face na interactions po according to our proposals po?
There is a tug of war by different sectors in terms of what should be prioritized according to the grade levels. Because apparently, in the institution of restrictions brought about by pandemic, di ba hindi pa naman nakakalabas ang 14 and below? But kami naman, ako personally, I really would like to push for Key Stage 1 na ma-priority. Etong kindergarten grades 1, 2, and 3. Because these are very young. These are starters. These are beginners. And they are still not self-managing learners. And to study on their own is really very, very hard. Especially kindergarten. Paano kaya mag-aaral yung bata na panimula pa lang, no? Tabula rasa, nothing is in the head. And they still start to learn even recognition of shapes, recognition of colors, and all that. Beginning reading is a very big issue. Kasi ang pagbabasa at pagkatuto ng pagbasa ay hindi lang po sabihin yung salita, susunod yung bata, uulitin. They cannot do that. It's not mouthing of words. It's really have to start with the basic, for example, on phonemic awareness. They have to master the letter symbols and the letter sounds, the sounds of the letters. And for them, if they will blend the letters, they will be able to produce sound until eventually the word is really sounded off or is being pronounced well due to the magics of the different sounds each letter have. And when put together, will be able for them to produce what the word, to recognize what the word is. And maliban pa dyan, word recognition is just 10% in terms of reading percentage. Because 90% of the reading is really on understanding or comprehension. Napakahirap po ang mga bata na magsimula pa lang mag-aral nito. Ako naman, sa key stage, sa higher key stages, no, like for example, junior high school, senior high school, they are already readers, even probably some are still struggling, but they are already able to cope, given probably the luxury of time, makakayanin nila. So ngayon, there is still a push. Maraming senador na sumuporta doon sa Key Stage 1. Marami din mga senador and even education officials natin na unahin muna natin sa senior high school because they are adult enough to manage, especially on taking good care of themselves. Paano sila hindi mahawaan ng COVID? Totoo din naman. Because on that aspect, ang mga bata, very innocent, Key Stage 1, kindergarten to grade 3, hindi pa nagseryoso tungkol dyan sa COVID na yan. So paano?
Did we encounter some problems, Direk? Na ay mga technical glitch, but we can fix that in a while.
Yeah,
Of
so
course,
babalikan
it
natin si
happens
RDR.
because we are live.
Because we are live,
That's-
definitely. So babalikan natin si RD
Yes,
mamaya-maya
oo.
lamang. So
Kung
for the
hindi
meantime
tayo live,
siguro,
wala mga ganyan. Pero kasi live tayo,
Tama.
we expect
Mm-mm.
some technical difficulties once in a while. But of course, we can fix it naman. Nandito naman ang ating IT team.
Siyempre, oo.
Of course.
Tama. So basa muna tayo
Basa
ng,
muna
mga
tayo ng mga
greetings
greetings.
sa ating mga live viewers. We have Irene Apdian, good morning, watching from Misamis Oriental, Lourdes, Alubihid National High School. Ayan, kanina.
Aurora Vicere, watching from Hingoog City. Of
Day
course.
ang shifting, pwedeng everyday ang shifting, pero siguro with our classroom from size by 9, 10 bawat meeting or a little over 10, no? Para yung si social distancing ay ma-observe. So yon. Utilization, depende na po yan sa principal, superintendent, director, and depende po yan sa magiging final guideline ng DepEd. Number 2, sa kalaki ng square ng mga bata, I mean the class size, it's dependent on how the teacher should decide for. Making sure that if a factor in yung ating protocol standards, yung ating health standard requirements, especially on social distancing. So ganun. Number 3, meron ngang superintendents sa ating region. No? I'm very happy that our superintendents, thank you very much all of you. Ray Manuel is here and all the 14 superintendents, ang gagaling nila. Like for example, si Cherry, iniisip niya, sir, pwede ba mag-limited face-to-face lang ako on difficult subjects like language, math, and science, ganon. No? So depende po yan according to subject difficulty, according to grade level, because you're looking at ages na major consideration. Pwede silang 3 hours per week. Pwede naman silang 2 meetings in a week. And we give the liberty for the principals down at the school level to decide what's best for them. Tapos, bago ko tapusin ito, yun, kailangan talagang pag-usapan. Ang napakahalaga po that they also have to listen to the parents' side at wala po itong sapilitan eventually, no? You might think that it's premature to discuss this matter because we are still in the height of the COVID cases right now na medyo nanumbalik ang taas ng figure kasi masyadong lumuwag na yata ang mga tao sa pag-iintindi ng takot ng pandemya kasi may usapin na vaccination. We have to remember the vaccination for now is still at the level of the frontliners or medical practitioners. Hindi pa po siya nabigay sa nakararami. So why do we have to be complacent? We still have to be strict in terms of the protocols. Yun dapat ang intindihin ng tao. At saka, well, there must also be a balance between health and economy. Hindi pwedeng pababayaan na natin na bumagsak ng bumagsak ang ating ekonomiya. Kasi habang iniisip natin ang ating kaligtasan, ano naman ang kinikita ng pamilya upang mapakain yung pamilya? So there must be a balance. And these matters have to be factored into the decisions of the principals eventually on what kind of limited face-to-face we shall take. Ito timely pa rin na i-discuss natin kasi sabi ko nga earlier, DepEd did not stop in terms of its planning. Because eventually when the President decides so na ililift na yung ng moratorium, pwede na tayong mag-implement agad-agad kasi nakapaghanda na po tayo. Sorry, attorney, that I have to explain it lengthily, no? Kasi mahalaga po talaga na maintindihan ng ating mga
Yes po, RD.
itong ating pinag-uusapan.
Nung tinanong natin si RD, what subject, naklaro, gid ka ay na English teacher si RD. Kung explain din siya sa how to read. Mura akong nakadumdum sa akong teacher sa yun sa pagtudlo sa ako sa pag-read.
Correct. But anyway, whether we will push through with a limited face-to-face or not, at least ready.
We are ready. Anytime that all the precautions or ready na ta will be lifted, then ready na ta, ready whenever they say go.
Exactly. And RDR, that's about delivery of lessons. How about the means of verification? How do we go about these MOVs? Paano po ito?
Okay. Ang means of verification siguro ay, ang hamon nito ay nasa teacher. Kasi once we put in place here, let us make sure that our teachers are really maximally using the opportunity for them to meet their kids. Nasa third grading na po tayo, but definitely our teachers still have not met probably their students even for the first time. No? So kailangan talaga to take advantage. Makikita-kita sila and they will have to establish rapport. They have to acquaint with each other. And they do not just academic engagements when they see each other, no? Kailangan paitingin ang support system, pagkakakilala, lalo na sa mga bata, na probably sa unang pagkakataon pa lang makikita ang mga kaklase at makikihalubilo. And we don't have to set aside the social development expectation for the child kasi DepEd pushes for holistic education. And we're not just concerned about cognition. Dapat balanse po. Total development of the child in all aspects of life. So, kailangan yon. Tapos yung ating opportunity na to, kailangan ang teacher matingnan kung anong ginagawa nila. And the principal have to institute on the means of verification. Kailangan siguro sila mag-video para makikita talaga nila na there is really engagement. Tapos, of course, yung attendance ng teachers or probably parents, for example, and the learners who will really be present during the face-to-face. Alam mo naman yung mga magulang, hindi rin pababayaan, lalong-lalo na yung mga nasa key stage 1, no? Kailangan sabayan pa rin yan ng mga nanay at tatay. So, kailangan din natin na ma-account ang participation ng bawat isa. Of course, mga pictures, mga reflection papers of teachers. Ang reflection kasi ng teacher is a guide. What he's going to do the next, having realized that these are what happened in the past days, mga ganon, no? So ito po yun, mahalaga talaga na may engagement and secondary na lang po yung ating mga means of verification.
Sige po, Art. Noted po yun, RD Art. And aside from our discussion po on the actual instruction that is going to happen for the possible limited face-to-face po, RD, tungkol naman po sa existing protocols with respect to health and safety, ng kaligtasan ng ating mga mag-aaral, transportasyon, tungkol po sa mga lugar kung nasaan po sila, ano po ang mga konsiderasyon at paghahanda na ginawa ng ating departamento with respect to this issue po, RDR?
Currently, as the guidelines are still drafted, we are also trying to take a look at some checklists or tools. Kasi bago pa man ang eskwelahan i-approve to pilot the implementation, they have to secure the very important components of the pilot implementation. Hindi po i-approve ang eskwelahan na nag-a-apply na mag-implement kung wala po sila doon sa mga 3 components na yun na number 1 is the adherence to the required minimum public health standards. Kailangan may foot bath. Alam niyo na, pinag-uusapan natin ito ng maraming beses. There should be entrance and exit doors and there should be foot bath there at the doorstep. Kailangan may mga thermal scanners or thermal guns even at the gate or even at the entrance of the rooms. Kailangan may mga markings ang direction where the children should go and where the children should take turns to make sure that they don't bump with each other, no? So, yung mga markings na yan, maliliit na bagay, ngunit nakakatulong sa pag-institute ng ating mga pamamaraan, no? Kailangan may hand washing facilities and it should not just be right at the gate or right at the school. It should be inside the classroom. Kasi if we keep on saying frequently wash your hands and there is no washing facility, malaking issue pa ang water supply, so hindi talaga papayagan ng eskwelahan na hindi handa sa mga features na to. Kailangan may alcohol and the alcohol should not just be for compliance. Kailangan talaga ang MOOE should be able to spend in the purchase of this because these are important. Habang ang mga kamay ay kahit saan-saan nakahawak, kailangan talaga merong frequent alcohol application to really stop the virus in case the virus is already at hand. Tapos yung mga PPE, ito, kailangan talaga face masks, face shields. Alam nyo naman ngayon, kahit papasok ka sa mall, you cannot be allowed to enter without the face shield na face mask lang. Mahalaga talaga ang mga bagay-bagay na to. And kailangan sa mga bata. And if the children cannot sustain the buying of the masks, then this should be provided by the school from MOOE nila. So kailangan talaga merong mga ganitong supply. And remember, the pilot schools who are now pushing, we have 50 of that in the region, should be ready with all this, although this have been communicated to them already. Kasi kasama din po ito sa mga guideline na ipapalabas ng departamento. No? Social distancing is very essential. Kaya nga hindi pwede na lahat ay papasok. 10 lang siguro bawat meeting para magkaroon pa rin ng karampatang distansya upang maiwasan talaga ang hawaan. And of course, the disinfections of the classroom. So, ito yung component 1, Attorney Candice and Ramon. This is about the features of the health standard protocols that should be in place in school. Okay. Pero hindi lang po yan. Meron pang 2 components.
Paano naman po yung sa factor at saka RD yung sa provision of transportation? Paano po ito?
Ito malaking issue to kasi marami talaga, even the senators, are saying na, mga schools, kaya nyo ba talagang pangalagaan ng mga bata? Well, we can institute some routines that the children have to follow inside the classroom. The teacher is there, is just guiding at the side. No? So kaya sa loob ng classroom, sa loob ng silid-aralan. Ngunit ang tanong ng mga senador at ng ating mga magulang, paano na lang paglabas? If they are commuting, getting the public transportation, are we really certain na walang hawaan dyan when they transit from school to home or from home to school, no? Mga ganong bagay. So, kailangan talaga pag-isipan din ito kasi this should be an accountability of all. Hindi pwedeng sabihin ng magulang na, kayo nag-face-to-face kayo, di kailangan i-provide nyo lahat yan. With the limited resources of the schools, then there should also be an accountability equity of parents. So paano? Anak ko naman yan. Ayoko naman yung mahawaan. So kailangan mag-provide ako ng transportation. Maybe kuha ako ng suki ng tagapagsundot hatid. Mga ganon. Or probably for the schools, i-priority nila ang pagbigay ng libreng sakay sa mga nakatira sa malalayong lugar.
Tama
Pero yung
po.
mga nasa neighborhood lang, na isang sakay lang ng tricycle, pwede naman. So again, the accountability on transportation is not just lodged solely at the school. It has to be an accountability of the parents, the teachers, the school, or even the local government unit that allows the face-to-face implementation.
Tama po.
How about naman po with respect to which areas have been identified po na go po doon ang limited face-to-face RD? Ano po yung ano natin doon? Issues.
Ang eskwelahan ay pinili na yung 50 na yon that we will showcase for the limited face-to-face. But alam nyo, Attorney Candice and Ramon, you are learned individuals, you are professionals, and I think you agree with me that the limited face-to-face by heart, kung ako ang tatanungin, is not just for the purpose of the research. It's not just for the purpose of pilot implementation. Ako talaga, sana, kaya nga marami tayong request at sa umpisa pa lang, kasi we would have to take advantage of the opportunity na matulungan ang mga bata na nagkandahirap ngayon sa pagkatuto sa kanya-kanyang tahanan. So kung ilimit natin sa 50, well, we have 2,600 schools in the region, at kung 50 lang ang mabigyan ng pagkakataon, paano na yung iba? Paano na yung 2,550? So gusto ko sana talaga, well, hindi naman natin isakripisyo kasi health and safety are still our primordial concerns. Pero kailangan talaga mabigyan ng pagkakataon kasi nahirapan nga tayo. Even myself is not very confident that our students are learning to the best. Given the paper SLM that is only used as the major backup to learning. No? So mahirap talaga. So again, ang mahirap kasi ngayon sa DepEd, paano i-monitor ang progreso sa pagkatuto ng bata? Progress monitoring. How can that be done kung hindi sila nakikita sa teacher? Hindi naman pwedeng iasa sa tawag-tawag kasi kang tawag ang mahal-mahal ng loads. Messenger, libre naman. May internet ba yung bata? May cellphone ba rin yung bata? So, again, nagagawa para sa iba pero hindi sa pangkalahatan. Because in the rural areas of Region 10, there's still a lot that even not energized. Wala pa nga kuryente, nag-uusap na tayo ng mga cellphone na yan. No? So, ganung bagay. So, ang pagpili, itong 50 na to, I gave the responsibility of the superintendents and the principals to decide. Second, hindi naman kailangan talaga sa eskwelahan magklase. There are still options. If they think that to hold it at the, halimbawa, sa mga clubhouses ng subdivisions, which are just actually a stone throw away from their units, no? Pwede naman sa barangay hall. Pero kung safest naman talaga ang eskwelahan, why not? Especially sa issue ng ating senior high school. Isinusulong din natin, USEC and Sevilla really pushes that the pilot implementation should emanate at the senior high school level. Kasi number one, sa senior high school, which is a skills development years, lalong-lalo na yung tech voc track. Paano nila matutunan ang pag-welding sa bahay? Wala naman silang welding. Hindi naman papayag si nanay na pagpraktisan ang kuryente nila sa kanilang electrification, no? So, cooking, o paano mag-cooking kung ang gas range nasa sa school? So, the tech voc track, specialist MAU, shielded metal arts, welding, no? Yung mga ganito, mga tech voc track natin na kailangan talaga skills development, hands-on manipulation of things, kailangan pumunta sila sa laboratory rooms, sa shop rooms ng ating eskwelahan. So, I think, for me, one of the best venues for the face-to-face is really the school. Kasi nandun noon yung mga gamit ng mga bata. So, across levels po yan, from kindergarten to grade 12. So, ganun po yun. Pero hindi naman talaga restricted na sa school lang. Kung ang school ay hindi safe at may safe pa na lugar, why not there? Ang importante, magkikita-kita ang mga kabataan, mga bata at si teacher.
So pwede pa talaga sa mga select barangay centers, yung
wherever
gym.
it is most convenient and more safe or most safe for our learners dito ta mag-conduct siguro og limited face-to-face.
By the way, partner ha, sa atong mga viewers, pwede sila mangutana. Basin nasa pangutana kang RD.
They can
no?
type
Bahin sa
in
atong
their
limited
questions.
face-to-face.
Yes.
Bahin sa atong limited
Daghan
face-to-face
kita
classes.
i-consider partner, no? Basta sa atong proposal for limited face-to-face. But of course,
That's right.
sa kadaghan sa atong gusto i-consider, it is always for the best interest of the children.
Definitely agree. So sa atong mga viewers diha, kung namoy gusto ipangutana kang RD, we'll wait for your questions and then
Naay kuan partner, dili man ni siya phone in. Kanang kuan siya. Is this a comment? I think it's a comment.
It's a comment.
Sana 3 hours focus sa grade 1 to 3 Sir RD Art po.
from Lucilinda Liena Barangan. Hardy,
Oh,
and
I agree to that, no, kasi ako as an a former elementary grades teacher, nandiyan talaga kahirapan sa baba. And foundation po yan eh. You cannot learn higher competencies if the prerequisites are not really mastered. So, ganon. And sa issue ng kung saan dapat gagawin yung klase, agree, attorney, na alam mo naman, learning takes place anytime, anywhere. It doesn't have to be confined in the four walls of the classrooms. And bago ko tapusin itong interview or talakayan na ito, gusto kong e-emphasize the shared accountability and responsibility. Hindi po papayagan ng eskwelahan na mag-pilot face-to-face kung wala pong number one, parents' consent ng bata. Kasi ang bata at ang magulang ay hindi po pinupuwersa. If yung eskwelahan na yan nag-limited face-to-face, but the parents, some of the parents do not allow the kids, pwede po. Pwede po. Hindi naman kailangan lahat. So, depende na lang po yan. The parents have to decide what's best for the kids. So, parents' consent. Number 2, meron na bang certification na inallow na sila ng barangay local government unit? Kasi the LGU have to certify. The IATF at the local to the regional should also certify. The barangay captain, the mayors, and the governors have to agree na go na tayo dyan. It has to be a shared accountability at hindi pwedeng si DepEd lang ang pababayaan. At the end of the day, God forbids, if something happens, it is still our concern and everybody is liable for it.
tama. So, importante talaga yan. Accountability.
Shared accountability. Yes,
Always.
partner.
Well, RDR, let's hope for the best. Sana makabalik na tayo sa ating mga eskwelahan, lalong-lalo na sa madaling panahon. Basta, partner, alinsunod lamang sa mga protokol at protokol sa kalusugan at kaligtasan. At syempre, masigurong ligtas ang lahat ng mamamayan, lalong-lalo na ang ating mga mag-aaral. RDR, bilang pagtatapos po ng ating talakayan ngayong araw na ito, ano po ang mensahe natin sa ating mga ka-DepEd at sa lahat ng nanonood sa atin?
Ang gusto ko pong sabihin sa inyo, marami pong salamat at nairaos natin ang dalawang the two grading periods, no? We're done with the first and the second. Mag-uumpisa po tayo March 22 for third quarter or third grading. Magtatapos po tayo sa July, and tentatively ang opening po ng next school year is still August 23. So wala na po tayo sigurong ganung kahabang bakasyon, because we have to make sure that matapos na tayo April of next year, because next year is an election year. And I know that DepEd plays a very important role in facilitating the transition of leaders, sending off yung mga paalis na at yung papasok, no? So, ganun po. And we'd like to thank you for all those that you have labored. I know it is still not the end of it. Tuloy ang hamon, ipagpatuloy natin. Itong face-to-face na usapan natin, rest assured that we will be one of the proactive regions and the regional director for that matter to really push for this. Kasi sa aking pag-iikot naman, definitely Region 10 is not comparable to Metro Manila in terms of COVID cases. Bakit natin idadamay ang mga maliliit na bukiring barangay sa walang face-to-face na doon naman talaga ay wala naman talagang usapin on COVID, no? I have gone as far as Bisigan, pinakamalayong barangay sa Cagayan de Oro. Kahit Cagayan is highly urbanized city, may mga barangay pa rin naman na napaka-safe talaga. At sana kung naturuan yung mga bata face-to-face sa mga nakaraan na buwan, di sana mas marami sanang natutunan yung mga bata. And you notice how rural our areas are. Matter of fact, ako, when I talk to the superintendent, wala mo ng central schools na payagan sa face-to-face. Wala mo ng poblasyon schools. Wala mo ng highway schools. Sa mga libliban lang talaga ang uunahin natin. Kasi yung takot natin sa pandemya, mahirap kasi sa highway eh. Maraming mga tao dyan eh. So siguro sa mga bukid schools, I have gone to a lot of bukid schools na sana na payagan natin sa face-to-face. But we are just adherent to the order of the President, again, who only wants best for his country. Pagpatuloy natin, mag-uumpisa na tayo sa third quarter this week. is the inset for our teachers. Ang daming inaatupag ng mga guro ngayon upang ma-improve nila ang kanilang mga kasanayan sa hamon ng pagtuturo. Bihira ngayon ang mga teachers naman, kahit summa cum laude yan nung nag-graduate, hindi mo maasahan na dahil summa cum laude maayos ngayon. Kasi unang pagkakataon lang natin matry itong distance learning na pangkalahatan. And we have not tried this at all. And we do not really have something to benchmark as our threshold because mangilan-ngilan lang ang may distance learning noon. Yung ating Open High School program and yung RBI ng Alternative Learning System in Malaybalay City. But apparently, to implement it as a major modality, generally in all schools, ngayon pala ang natin ginagawa. So, ipagpatuloy natin. DepEd is really working very hard what's best in terms of support. Nag-meeting kami kagabi. We have just ended our 50th MANCOM at the central office level. And napapag-usapan na natin ang vaccination program. We are now elevated to priority 2. Pagkatapos siguro ng mga frontliners, it will already go to the government employees, especially teachers who are at the frontline as well in terms of exposure. So, ngayon, ang mga guro, kailangan kumbinsihin ang mga sarili that it is our accountability to get vaccinated. Sa mga may duda pa na ayaw magpa-vaccinate, dati-rati nagdadasal tayo na darating na ang bakuna. Ngayong narito na meron na naman tayo mga pangambat agam-agam na kukunin ba natin o hindi, no? Again, this is not just about you. This is about the entire community. Kung ikaw ay nag-alala sa sarili mong pakalusugan pag nagbakuna ka, mag-alala ka rin sa mga taong iyong nakasalamuha. Unang-una ang mga miyembro ng pamilya mo. Kasi pwedeng ikaw ay safe. Paano naman yung mga tao na nasa paligid mo? So, getting the vaccination is really an accountability of every individual person. And as educators, I hope we will be one in agreement that we should take the opportunity once it is already given to us.
Well, thank you very much, RD. Basta si RD na ganyan mag-istorya, kulang na gid atong oras, RD.
Pero may kita dapat na episode.
Yes, busa pero may ginagit ay episode. Himuon mag nato siya nga regular every other week.
Every other week, yes.
Mas naghantag ma-accommodate. And partner.
Yes, we have a few reminders and announcements gikan sa atong mga different functional divisions.
That is right.
We have regional memorandum for everybody concerned. We have Regional Memorandum number 88, series of 2021 on the submission of participants for the General Assembly of different professional organizations in the regions, like the Division Association of District Supervisors, the DADS, that will be on July 6. We also have the Division Association of Education Supervisors, also on July 6. The Philippine Elementary School Principals Association Division, PESPA, which will be on August 12, and then the Division Association of Public Secondary School Heads Incorporated, or the DAPSHI, which will be on September 7. I guess I'm going to see all of them in these different activities.
That is right. And more announcements, partner. We have the alternative learning system, finalization of master list of ALS completers for school year 2019-2020 and previous years as basis for ALS virtual graduation next month.
And the compilation of ALS assessment forms 1 and 2 is to be computed for the entire school year. It is now out and ready for mass printing.
All right. And for all learning areas, activate login accounts in the curriculum management support system. And then there is a need for you to coordinate with ITOs in the division and start entry of data within the month. All right.
And this week is the mid-year inset week in all schools. Busy kaayo kita kas Facebook, busy kay ang mga inset karon.
That's right. And then resumption of learning activities for the third quarter is on March 22. Take note of that, ladies and gentlemen.
And you also have the national webinar series in teaching grammar communicatively in the Philippines, sponsored by the U.S. Embassy and DepEd NAIAP, which will be held from March 25 to May 6, with 6 sessions and 2-hour virtual private Zoom webinar.
And for our special program in foreign language, invitation for expansion of special program in foreign language, this time in Korean, in partnership with the Ministry of ano ba yun? Education
Of Korea.
Yeah.
Yes, ganahan ko ana. And then we also have another announcement, the 50th International Letter Writing Competition for young people, which you can view in our website. This is per the Regional Memorandum number 121 series of 2021.
That's right. And for journalism, 2021 school paper contest in the new normal per Regional Memorandum 26 series of 2021. Deadline is April 10.
And of course, NAEAP Region 10 launching
Ayan,
will
aabangan
be
natin
on
yan.
April 20, 2021, and it will be here live in BigaTEN DepEd 10.
Yeah, it's a very huge activity kasi launching talaga yan. No? Lalo na yung kasama na ba dyan yung bago nating
The
office,
facility?
Director?
It includes the facility, the NAEAP facility in La Pasan,
Yeah.
Cagayan de
okay.
Oro. Yes.
Mm.
So watch out. You better stay tuned for that. That will be on April 20, 2021.
That's right.
Okay.
Again, also for our ALS, meron pa ba? Meron pa ba?
Okay, wala na.
Wala na. Okay.
So right now, I guess we go back to our guests for today, and of course, we would like to ask them for a few reminders or messages from them. So we would like to acknowledge the following.
Yeah, of course, we have si RD Art na napakinggan na natin kanina, di ba? Si SDS Reynaldo Emmanuel, Schools Division Superintendent, Division of Oroquieta City. Once again, thank you very much, SDS. Any final word? Meron pa ba? Meron.
Salamat team BigaTEN, Attorney Rada and Sir Paulo. Thank you for your energy. Very rakista talaga ang team. Salamat.
Welcome, SDS.
And thank you also, SDS Ray. We would like to hear from Teacher Janice Bagdalpar. Are you still here, Ma'am Janice?
Basi
Yes,
nagtulo na. Ano pa? Basi nagtulo na sa karon. Balik.
Thank you so much po. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Sir RD. Thank you, Sir Paulo and Ma'am Rada. Thank you so much.
RD, murag relax lagi kay imong kuan get up dia karon RD.
Wala pa yung quote.
Sir.
Nasa bahay lang ako.
Wow.
Sir.
Work from home si RD.
Work from home. Yes, of course. Work from home.
All right. Of course, we also would like to thank our technical staff, Mary Ann Gutierrez. Thank you, RD. Thank you.
Ralph Simon Mabulay. Sir Ralph, maraming salamat.
Fatima Villaremo.
Clifford Liponhay,
And of course, we would like to acknowledge the ladies in our
the Office of the Regional Director.
That's right. Si Ma'am Juvie Estrella ug si Ma'am Annabel Baculio alias
Yes,
Lalang.
Ma'am Lalang.
Mm-mm.
And of course, how could we forget to say thank you to Sir Elson Hamero and the team from DepEd Camiguin for the BigaTEN DepEd 10 jingle.
Always, we miss him, di ba? Oh.
Miss na nato si Sir Elson.
Bisita na ka diri, Sir Els. Of course, we acknowledge the 14 schools division offices, partner.
And of course, our DepEd Regional Office 10 family,
Our stakeholders.
all our DepEd 10 schools,
Mhm.
and lahat ng ating mga ka-DepEd na nakinood
Nanonood.
sa atin ngayong araw na
At
ito.
ang
And
lahat
in
pa
the
ng manonood.
future
In the
episodes.
future.
Yes. By the way,
Attorney,
sir.
Ah.
Yes, sir. Yes, RD. Po.
Please allow me to congratulate our featured personalities in this episode like si Valdelovar. Congratulations for giving honors to our region. I hope your tribe will increase. I know you're not just one. There are many who probably are still not recognized but have been deserving all along because alam ko naman na hindi lang isa ang taong gumagawa ng kanilang mandato kundi nakararami. I also would like to congratulate Ray Manuel for the very good program and the commitment and dedication in terms of leading your division. And we also would like to thank the rest of the divisions. Attorney, if you can also schedule, because we would like to announce to our viewers that we will feature a division, a personality, a leader, a teacher in every episode because this is running every week throughout the year. And we also would like to hear success stories from the field in our 14 schools divisions. And para sa episode na to, nagpapasalamat po ako sa Hingoog City with Janice Baldelovar, and of course the superintendent of Hingoog City, and of course Oroqueta as our resource persons in these episodes for BigaTEN BigaTEN. Back to you, Attorney and Ramon.
Yes po, RD. Noted po, RD. And in that note, in fact, next episode, partner, ang atong guest will be from the division of Cagayan de Oro City, ang atong silingan sa Kilometer 5.
And to be followed by the division of
Lanao del Norte, the land of beauty and bounty.
Ug sa atong regional mancom sa Lunes, partner nga rada, atong kuhaon ang commitment sa atong uban pa nga mga SDOs para sa schedule.
Yes, when they would be available to be featured. Kay kabalo ko tanan ang atong mga schools divisions, daghan po na sila ilang mga project na worthy po na i-feature nato din sa atong show, partner.
Definitely. So atong mga divisions, and then we will also feature select schools. Okay, select personalities, teachers. All right? So, meron pa ba tayong naiwanan na nakalimutan? Wala na ba?
Okay na kami, direct?
O din hinatapos atong programa karong adlaw. Ako si Ramon Gonzalez Abrara aka Paulo, ang inyong Public Affairs Unit Lead Officer.
Ug ako sab si Candice Racoma Razon, ang inyong rakista abogada aka Rada, kami ang inyong kauban,
Kasaligan,
kadangpan,
kadeped sa
BigaTEN
BigaTEN. Antun sa sunod higayon.
na pagkaiusan mo pa iba.
Once again, sa ating mga live.
Pagpagkain sa edukasyon mo, isinsin nga mo ang kong BigaTEN BigaTEN. Definitely now for the ones that are never always here to serve you no matter how. Pangarap natin ating pagsisikapan natin kaming kalidad na edukasyon para sa bata, para sa bansa. Kauban, kasaligan, kadampan, kadeped. Kauban, kasaligan, kadampan, kadeped. Ambihan ng Mindanao, Dabanwayan Mindanao, ambihan ng Mindanao, pagkalimusan na paibabaw. BigaTEN BigaTEN. Pagpagdaman sa edukasyon na umulong na maangkong BigaTEN BigaTEN. Definitely now for the ones that are never always here to serve you no matter how. Pangarap natin ating pagsisikapan natin kantin
Mag-ipos na mo diha.
para sa bata, para sa bansa. Dapat Mindanao, ang ng Mindanao, BigaTEN BigaTEN, BigaTEN BigaTEN.